34 Waterman proudly presents the 2007 Dukes Ocean Fest. This is the Hawaii Paddleboard Championship. It's an absolutely gorgeous morning out here on the east side of Oahu in Hawaii Kai. This is the starting line where you got to get registered. ZANE, our youngest competitor, gets assigned 33, grab himself a waterproof radio tag, strap that on your leg, and find out where you're going here. They got a nice sign set up explaining that you got to paddle straight into Waikiki, right between the towers, and you'll see the flags and race on up the finish line, and that's how you're going to win this race. And off they go. We have all sorts of boards in the water today, from stand-up paddlers to prone position paddlers, stroking their way all the way to Waikiki. There's Alika Willis, who later in this day will be in the finals in the stand-up paddle surf, but right now he's got 8 miles to go before he can even think about that. I caught up with Alan to talk about the conditions of today's race.
The race was unreal today. It was, it was kind of hot out there, but beautiful Hawaii conditions, and you know what? We had a good time, got a good start, kind of just follow the guys in front and kill their day.
At the beginning of every race, everybody's all stoked up, totally energized, ready to make it to the finish line. But with this long distance paddle, things will start to slow down, so we're going to try to speed some things up here. First, we're going to pass them right by the first marker. This is in Hawaii Kai. Now they're going to straighten out and head right on down toward Diamond Head. Get this far out, the views are spectacular, but there's no time for sightseeing if you're a competitor. You gotta look out for these bumps, which are swells coming through. They'll knock you clean off your board and you'll fall behind a couple places. These views are brought to us by Whiting here. He's our captain, taking us along in the boat, getting us closer to the action. Out there in the water is Chris Owens. He's paddled from island to island, meaning Big Island to Maui to Molokai to Oahu and Kauai. That's back in 2006. Pretty remarkable. Here on the inside is Justin LANGLAIS, right ahead of Aaron Napoleon, who's our leader in the stand-up paddle division. Owens heading around the corner, getting close to Diamond Head at this point. Owens is digging deep here, about 40 minutes into the race, not slowing down, probably even picking up pace here. Aaron Napoleon overcomes Justin at this point, and they are really neck and neck. Two different styles of paddling, but holding it out together. Aaron Napoleon still the stand-up leader at Black Point, and there's Brian ROCHELEAU, our leader at Diamond Head Lighthouse. He took the inside route. It's been hard to get good shots of him, but there he was right along the surf line. Looking back at Black Point, really nice shot there. Now we got to motor on down from Diamond Head into Waikiki, catch a ride on this jet ski, say goodbye to Captain Whiting, aloha, and here we are in Waikiki at the finish line. You can see our first competitor, Brian. He's coming around the buoy.
All right, Skill, I also see our first stand-up paddler outside of Publix.
Covering the distance in 1 hour and 28 minutes and 3 seconds, Brian ROCHELEAU, first place.
Number 2.
Just go straight to Black Point because it was flat, and just get there as quick as possible, and then catch all the chops coming off Diamond Head. All the surf and some chop inside, so ran the surf line and caught a little bit of waves.
All right, and we see 4 competitors outside of Publix.
Coming in, trying to catch himself a bump, Chris Owens, our long-distance paddler, hitting the beach. Our first stand-up paddleboarder coming around the orange buoy, Aaron Napoleon on the inside. Kai Hall stalling out on that wave. Not any wave will do when you want to ride it into the beach like that.
Number 9.
Kai Hall finishing up first place in the stock paddleboard division. Here comes Matt Barnett, our first place finisher in the unlimited 40 plus division. Aaron Napoleon taking this choice wave right into the shore. finishing up first in the stand-up paddle division 40 plus. Aaron tells us about the race.
It was brutal, it was hard, but oh man, it was fun. Paddle with the boys and had some bumps, wasn't as flat as you thought, but it was work, but it's all good. It is what it is.
Coming in the 40 plus division in third place, Jerry Bess. Riding this wave right into the shore is VITOR. You may remember him from the Kleinman race. Up and on the beach, we have Brian Gorell finishing in third place, just ahead of Justin LANGLAIS, who knows how critical that inside wave can be, taking fourth place.
Hey Justin, how was that?
Brutal. My boy Brian caught a wave. Oh well. Get him next time.
First place in the women's division, Kanisa Duncan. What's the cool down after this one?
Oh, it was a warm one today. Not much to catch, but it was fun because you could see everybody out there, and then a couple times the sets would come. We were coming around Black Point, and all the stand-up guys would be like, woo woo, so you knew it was coming.
Coming in second place in the stand-up paddle division, Eikau Kalama. Finishing up in fourth place, Leleo Kinimaka with a 1 hour and 45 minutes, 39 seconds, riding this one right into the shore. For a complete list of all the results, visit c4waterman.com. And that will wrap it up here for the 2007 Duke's Ocean Fest paddleboard race. But before we go, how about some Duke trivia? This is a story about Duke in his younger days. In 1925, he lived in Newport Beach, California. Out on the beach one day with a couple of his friends, he saw a fishing boat sinking, and sinking fast. So he grabbed his surfboard and paddled out to the horizon to rescue some of the sailors and the fishermen. This is what a fisherman back in 1921 would wear, and it did not float very well. But fortunately for them, Duke could float. In fact, he could swim very well. In all, he rescued 8, and 2 other surfers rescued 4 more, and a Newport police chief said that's the most superhuman surfboard rescue act the world has ever seen. Fast forward to modern day beaches, and you'll see that every lifeguard stand has one of these rescue surfboards inspired by the father of modern day surfing. You've been watching the 2007 Duke's Ocean Fest Hawaii Paddleboard Championship, brought to you by C4 Waterman. Stop by c4waterman.com for all your stand-up paddle surfing needs. I thank you very much for downloading the entire Duke's Ocean Fest series. I'm your host, Tommy Stokes, saying aloha, all right.